Well, I did it, and I just wanted to show you that I did it. And that is, this used to be my blackberry patch. These were where the irrigation pipe would come out, my shutoffs. So left those. I'll be cutting those off at the ground and saving that. I can use that for another project. Now I've got several projects in mind, but I just wanted to show you that the blackberry patch is no more. It's that was a row, that was a row, that was a row. 7 rows in all. Over there you'll see the mulberry tree, and that's all I have right here, right now. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I'm not gonna plant blackberries here right now. This could become a grape, a vineyard. I don't know. I doubt it. I won't cut those off until I figure out what I'm gonna do, because I could use those if I'm gonna put in something and irrigate. Heck, I could do container garden right here. I mean, I could put a bunch of containers and use that to water. I just don't know. I just don't know. I believe my container gardening is going to be extensive. I've been watching Gardening with Leon, and they're doing fruit trees in them. And if you can do a fruit tree, heck, I know you can do blackberries. So I was gonna call him and ask him, but ain't no sense doing that. If you can do a fruit tree in it, you can do blackberries. But anyway, just wanted to show you I did mow them down. It's just hot and dry here, and so they're not gonna come back without any water. I've got that one place way right there where that old tree's standing up. Now, that's just no scrub tree that cropped up. But that was where my Primark, my lone remaining Primark Freedom was. That's where I got those cuttings from. Just had one little old plant right there. And it without water, it's not gonna make it either. In fact, like I told you when I made the cuttings, the plant looked pretty sad as it was. But anyway, I guess that's it. Just wanted to show you that I did finally do the deed, and tear it all down, cut it all down. It just wasn't doing anything. I didn't get a handful, much more than a handful of berries off 4 rows this year. They were just dying, you know. Just 90% of it was probably gophers, and me just not seeing the gophers in time. They had done so much damage, and I had several people comment, and all of them probably had good ideas as far as what happened. Gophers, they'll get in there and tunnel, and those roots will you get air pockets around those roots, and because of that, roots don't like air, so it just it killed off the roots, it killed off the plant. And then somebody said that because I was spraying Roundup on the grass in the rows, that over time that may have done it. Now, I've never saw Roundup hurt anything right away. I could, and because I used a half a strength anyway, I didn't use full strength. I'd water it down, halfway, half of labeled directions, and it would kill the grass good most of the time. But if any, and I was try to be careful not to spray on the plants. But if I did get some on the plants, I kind of marked it in my head to go back and look, because I wanted to make sure that it wasn't hurting the plant. And I never saw an instance where Roundup hurt the plant. And it's probably because I was using a lower strength. However, and someone pointed this out, and they're probably correct, that over time, a buildup of that over time, it very likely could have. You know, it could have just a buildup of spraying it over the years. So, and that's one reason I'm going containers. I don't see a way to keep your blackberry patch looking nice, keep the grass out of it. If you weed eat, a weed eater will take out a blackberry plant, you know, especially a young one. So you can't weed eat, you can't spray Roundup. If you spray the vinegar solution will kill just about everything. So I don't see any way to do blackberries organically without using chemicals like that. Now, if they're in containers, then you can weed eat around the containers or put down weed cloth, or tar paper, something, you know, or rocks, something to keep the grass from coming up around your containers. So this would be a good place to put blackberries in containers. I don't know, it's right here on the road, and I don't know that my wife is going to want a bunch of blue tubs right in front of her house. I was planning on putting them over behind the corn, but this would be a great place to put them because it's full sun. This time of afternoon, I'm sitting right under a shade tree, big elm tree, and it's a little after 4. So this time in the afternoon, I'm getting some shade, and that could have been a problem for the blackberries because they do like sun. But anyway, this time in the afternoon, I am getting a lot of shade. So, you know, maybe not a great place to put something that needs full sun. That's what I'm trying to say. So while I got you out here, and I might have made you mad because I cut down my blackberries, let me come over here and show you my corn one more time. You see, let me back up. I've got something in here again right now. It doesn't look like, it looks more like a mole than a gopher. I got something, and I don't know exactly what it is. I don't see any big mounds, but it's probably, I got a gopher back in here. I haven't seen a big gopher mound, but it could be because it's hot summertime and they just don't come up that much. I don't see how in the world they can even tunnel in this hard ground. But anyway, I got something out here still. So, but anyway, let me show you my corn real quick. I'm in the golf cart. You probably knew that. I got some wind, and I'm trying to keep you out of the wind if I can. Corn is about at least 10 feet tall, and starting to silk. And man, that looks good. I sprayed it Saturday with some Safer soap for earworms. I'm gonna try to spray it twice a week. As soon as I sprayed it, about 4 or 5 hours later, we got a shower. So I probably should have come back the next day and sprayed it. But anyway, sprayed it. I'm gonna try to spray it on Saturdays and Wednesdays. Just try to do it twice a week. And oh, look at those. Those are zipper cream peas. And man, oh man, these things are. We haven't started picking those yet, but those are getting pretty dang close. I mean, that's just good gosh. That is full of peas. My walkways are gone. My wife's gonna have to. She's just gonna have to pick her way through it. I'll tell her to get a weed eater or something. Anyway, that's the best stand of peas I think I've ever had. I know it is, and it's because I'm watering it with that irrigation system. So, if you didn't see the irrigation video, if you garden, especially a fall garden, if you garden where it's dry and want to use something that I think is just does an amazing job, then look up there in the corner and I'll put a video up, or right at the end of this video I'll put a link to that video about the drip irrigation system, because it is amazing. Those peas are already growing out here in the grass. They're vining out here in the grass, and I planted I planted right over in there. I mean, the row is right there, and they've grown. They're vining out 6 feet, and gonna start making peas. Already making blooms out here at 6 feet out. That's just amazing. And the corn, doggone, I got some corn. I hope I like that kind. I hope that Stowell sweet corn is good corn, because I'm gonna have a bunch of it. All right, my phone's probably about to overheat, so let me turn it off. You got better things to do probably than look at lust after my peas, you know. But I'm working on that irrigation system I told you about, that injection system, fertilizer injection system. That's my purple hulls. Purple hulls look real good too. Wife's already picked some. She's gonna have to pick tomorrow. She's off tomorrow. She's gonna have to come out here and pick. So anyway, garden's looking good, but I just want to show you my blackberries and what I had decided to do on them, and I not only decided to do it, went ahead and did it. They're gone. They're gone, and so are we. We're gone.